Hi, I'm Jenny Brew from the Medic Hero. Today I will review Clide, a new software released by Amit Gakwat and Anurad Bavra on the 11th of November 2020 on Warrior Plus. This is the sales page for Clide, and it says it makes passive income with monetized expired domains that use automated traffic from authority sites like Wikipedia, YouTube, Quora, Reddit, Medium, Instagram, and many more. And this is inside the product. This is the members area of Clide, and we'll be coming back and having a look at this in more detail in a few moments. It sounds easy, but is it really? Is this a product that helps a newbie to make some money? Should you buy it? Please stay to the end of the video to find out. I will give my recommendation as to what you can expect from a product like this. If you want to find out about a real, structured way for beginners to make an honest and genuine online business, then see the link in the description below this video. There is great value, free training available for starting as an affiliate marketer. If you haven't been to this channel before, please subscribe, ring the bell for future updates, and give me a like. Okay, let's get started with this review. Now, as with any review, I'll do a quick product overview. We'll look at the members area and the sales page and look at disparities between those two. We'll look at any upgrades available, the pros, the cons of the product, and then a final recommendation. Let's have a look at how this works. What we have here is an expired domain. Now, what this system will do is locate, through the use of software, the expired domain that we wish to take a look at. Now, this expired domain will have a bunch of links. There'll be various links, there'll be various backlinks that have come from this source. It may be coming from a blog post. It could even be coming from videos, YouTube here. So all of these links could be feeding into the blog post, through to the domain, or it could feed directly in from these social media outlets here. Also, it has domain authority. If we can locate one that has a good volume of traffic, then it may be that we purchase the expired domain. Now, the purpose in doing this then is to create a funnel, and in this particular example I think we're doing landing pages, and you put a landing page on this domain that you purchase, and then from there you could provide an opt-in to collect email addresses. You'd need an autoresponder, of course, to be doing this too. Also, you may be in fact putting affiliate links into the funnel to try and make some money. What you need to be careful of, though, is these affiliate offers that you put in front of people necessarily will be related to the expired domain. So what you need to do is make sure that you're working in the same niche to get that congruency happening through there. What you may find, of course, is some of the traffic that's coming to this expired domain. Be 100% sure about the quality of that traffic. And what can happen in a lot of cases is that there can be bots visiting their sites, or spiders visiting these sites. So a lot of the traffic could in fact be not quality traffic at all, while there could be a lot of traffic, so-called. A lot of it will be poor traffic, and you won't get too many conversions into sales actually originating out. So that's a basic rundown of what's going on, and what this product will do is locate expired domains with certain characteristics, and you'll be obviously looking for ones that have got a high volume of traffic. It does give you the option to create a website if you wish. You can just use a landing page if that's all you need, but if you wanted to, you could in fact create a website on this particular domain. It does make the suggestion that you could in fact flip the domain if you wanted to. Now, you can either flip the domain that is resell the domain as is, or you may in fact rebuild a website onto that particular site. So the system finds high traffic expired domains. You can create websites on those domains using different niches. You need to be aware of your audience by the niche and also by the region, or both, and you can monetize these. And it says you don't need to do a single word of content. You can in fact also flip these as well. Now it does say that it will automatically produce content for you. Let's have a look inside the product and see how it delivers these things. In the members area, we have a WordPress dashboard here. So this is in fact a WordPress Clide plugin which has been inserted into a WordPress site. The Clide dashboard through here gives us a support area and a training and tutorial area, and we can visit these two buttons in a moment. We have integrations, and so you can in fact set up an integration with YouTube and with Twitter in this way, and there will be some instruction to do that, I've noticed in the tutorials. And then in addition to that, you can search by campaign, by channel, or by research keywords to try and find these expired domains. Let's try the research keywords, and we'll try a keyword. It seems to only like one word keywords, it doesn't like two words, so we'll try the word training. Okay, so we've got the queries that in relation to these keywords, it shows you the number of searches coming down the right hand side there. It also gives us some topic titles. Training is a topic, and gives you some alternate names here. Now I think these 25 seem to be much the same as these 25, so without the tutorial it's a bit hard to know. So that then gives me some alternate information. Now let's have a look at search channels. Now this is only allowing me to look at YouTube channels, so if I just put training in here, it then comes up with this series of possible domains. Now the red ones are obviously not available, and the green ones are the ones that we're looking for. So under that particular keyword, we've got training, challenge and exercises.com is available. There are no backlinks, it's got no ranking, and these two are the places where you can go and buy that domain if you wish. Just looking down the page, this one is available. Again, there's not much going for it with backlinks or website rank. And there's another one here, chess tactics training, and again no backlinks or whatever. Now what you'll notice here, I think there are only 10. 1, 3, 4, 5 times 2 is 10. Yes, so it has a limit of 10 on these YouTube channels that you can search at once. Now if you want to search by campaign, we can do the same thing. Now it gives you the ability here to look into different mediums. So we've got YouTube, Pinterest, Reddit, Instagram, Tumblr, Wikipedia, Medium, Quora, Twitter, Dailymotion. Now I'll leave it on YouTube for the moment, only because I'll get more bang for my buck there, I think. So what it's popped up with now are some domains that can be found on YouTube. It says on social networks. So what you can see here is it gives you some information about this domain. It tells you when it was expired. Now that expired 2 days ago. I'm doing this on the 11th of the 11th. Now no backlinks, no website rank, search volume and results 0. So what you'll do is you'll go down here, and I think the ones over on the right are high appraised value domains. So there's ones that have got a bit more going for them. Praise value $90 for this one, and followers 29,500. It says you need to be a bit careful with some of this. Search volumes about probably 46 per month. Here's one with some big numbers. It says it's available. So if we thought, oh, that one looks interesting, and that was something I may be interested in, I was training for seniors there. Let's have a look. So we'll go to GoDaddy, and it's saying, oh, it's taken. That's interesting. Okay, this one then, for example, training for seniors on GoDaddy. Okay, it tells you here that it is available and it will cost $18.95 per year. Now you can see if you go around buying a lot of these domains, the price is going to be adding up quite a lot. If you have even just 10 domains and doing this on an annual basis, you need to be able to keep track of what you're doing here, because it can get quite expensive, and oftentimes you get the cheap domain price and the renewal will be quite a bit more expensive. That's the way it works. So it will be dearer again next year. So you don't need Clide to tell you what expired domains are. You can actually go into a part of GoDaddy. You can go into the expired domains section of GoDaddy, and it will give you the same information. What I have done here is gone over here and I've sorted on the amount of traffic. Now this is free. You can just go and Google expired domains GoDaddy and you'll find this, and you can sort by the amount of traffic. Now that on the surface looks good, but I don't like the name of that domain very much. And what I have done is I found this one called tutorialssite.com. Now that's sorted. We can see it's got, in terms of traffic, 3.2k traffic per month. The valuation is $808 and price $20. Okay, so on the surface that looks fine, and this is where you're going to get into trouble with domains if you're still a beginner, because you really need to understand some of the stuff that sits in behind this rather than just blithely buying these things. So you need to do a bit of homework on the back end of this stuff. So if we click on it, it tells me the site's available. There it is. The current bid's $205. What I want to know is any links, traffic, is it good quality? Now, how do I find this stuff out? And you actually need to have quite a bit of a steep learning curve here to understand the SEO that sits in behind all this stuff. There are free tools out there to help you along the way, but it's not the purpose of this video to go digging into all those things. You do need to have a bit of an education on this stuff though. So what I have done, just to try and get some idea, go into a program, waybackmachine.com, but what it will do is crawl back over history of that particular domain name, and it will show you the times that it has been sort of marched through by the various bots. And see, Wayback Machine, I'm just right up in the top here, and I put in the name of the site, www.tutorialssite.com, just to get an idea to see what did it used to look like in the past. And it'll bring up a calendar, and the calendar will show every time there's been an interaction with this URL in the past. So if you have a look at what some of these sites used to look like in the past, it gives you a good idea of what they've been used for and whether in fact they're spammy looking sites in the first place. I mean, the last thing you want is one that's going to get you as the owner of this domain into trouble, and it can happen, so you do need to be careful. Okay, so what I've done here is I've gone into the 2nd of October 2019 because I found one of these little dots that said, yep, we did something on that date. So I clicked on that, and the reason I'm not doing it live is it did actually take a while for it to sort of dig up and find this stuff. But this is what came off the back end of this. We provide free study materials for competitive exams. I went, oh, okay, all right. So this is study materials. It doesn't sound too spammy, but when I got down into it, I found Current Affairs for Hindi App 2018. Okay, here's another one in Hindi. And usually once you start getting ones in a different language, you probably want to take a little bit of caution, because you don't really have much control over what's going to be happening in the background here. If this site is still getting a number of people coming through as traffic, oh well, unless you understand Hindi, of course, of what's going on. So this wouldn't be a domain that I would be purchasing, because I don't know enough about any of this. And as I say, you don't understand the quality of the traffic coming through. You don't understand some of the content that has been used in here too. You do need to be careful about the origins of the content that's being used on old domains. If there's been someone who has owned this domain before you, who have not done the right thing and have been capturing other people's content or hijacking their content and using it for their own benefits, there's no reason why you couldn't, as the new owner of this domain, suddenly get hit with a some sort of copyright infringement. So you do need to be careful, and you do need to investigate the quality of these domains that you are looking at. So that gives you some idea of the way in which this process works. Let's just check to see whether we do have any tutorials yet. This product is going live in probably about at least probably 10 hours time. And at this stage there are no training videos, even though they've spelled them out quite clearly. And you can see there's only 3 of them anyway. How to add channel watcher, how to add RSS feeds, and how to add integrations. Now none of that is giving you much of an oversight about checking the quality of those domains, those expired domains, looking out for spammy backlinks, looking out for spammy content. I doubt that you will find that contained within this process. Okay, let's have a look now back outside the members area. So we're now back on the sales page, and we are able now to see how what we've discussed matches in with what the salesy sort of spiel is on this page. It talks about ethically starting hijacking free traffic from YouTube, Wiki, Quora, Reddit, and so forth. What it does say here, which is problematic, is that it works in any niche, but I was playing with it originally, and I did find there were some niches that absolutely nothing came up at all. So I think, you know, you could spend quite a bit of time just ferreting through, trying to find those expired domains that you want to find. It also says no technical skills or experience required. I don't think that's quite true, because the one thing it does not do is talk about the history of those expired domains and any sort of dangers or elements that you need to be doing on your own as homework before buying these things. As usual with these pages, they simplify everything for you. You just pick your niche, let Clide do everything for you, and go and register the domain. Don't do any sort of due diligence on the domain, and just enjoy the traffic. And then we've got a lot of building the dream and making you feel guilty and fear of missing out coming through here. Here we go. There's a bunch of bonuses that they haven't bothered to tell you what they are yet, because they're still in Latin. There's the 30-day money-back guarantee, which says if you try out Clide and you experience any issues, we'll refund you every penny if we can't make things right. Now that's a funny sort of guarantee, because it puts it back in their court to say that they can't make it right, and I don't know where that stands in the scheme of things. So there is not quite an unconditional guarantee going there. Okay, so you either buy it or you don't. And the thing is, these give you credits for the keyword search, so watch out that you don't run out of credits very, very quickly. Let's have a look at the upgrades. The front end of the funnel, $17. You can search up to 20 keywords per day. I'd suggest you could run through that fairly quickly. There are 10 authority sites that we saw on the drop down. It does include some functionality for list building that syncs to autoresponders, landing page, etc., and step-by-step video training that we have not yet seen any site of and will probably appear at the last moment. This has a 5 sites license. OTO 1 Unlimited takes away the limits that are probably problematic on the front end, and you would probably need to use this to make any sense out of it, otherwise you'll just be getting stopped all the time. OTO 2 Evergreen, $47. It includes a content builder and content spinner. Not recommended using content spinning, and there's a few other bits and pieces there. OTO 3 has a done for you, $67, 5 complete done for you domain research. Who knows what the complete done for you looks like? I couldn't say because I haven't seen what that looks like. And last but not least, there is the agency for $97, which allows you to resell the software at your own pricing. I do notice that it doesn't include OTO 3 as part of that, obviously, because they're not going to do any done for you features at that price. The pros of this product: it is easy to set up. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee, and if you experience any issues and they can't make it right, you'll get your money back. The software will work. The cons: there are dollars required to purchase domains and obviously keep control of those domains and monitor them on an ongoing basis. You will need some hosting if you're actually going to use a website, an autoresponder if you're going to track a list. Training is required. I wrote lacking, but the reality is we haven't seen any yet, so that certainly is a necessary requirement. And last but not least, the most important things is to notice that the quality of the traffic, the quality of the content that's being provided is dubious at best. You actually really need to understand the type of traffic that will be coming through, particularly, and it's hard to tell. You need to do homework to find out whether in fact a lot of the traffic would in fact be bots. My recommendation for this product is based on a beginner's recommendation. Domain jacking requires continual monitoring, and there is a very steep learning curve for beginners here. It's not a great long-term business for beginners. The traffic quality is unknown and can dry up over time. If you're not a beginner, then my recommendation is a 4 out of 10. If you are a beginner, I'd say stay well away from this product. Well, I hope you found this video useful, and if you haven't been to this channel before, please subscribe, ring the bell for future updates, and give me a like. If you want to find out about a real structured way for beginners to make an honest and genuine online business, then see the link in the description below this video. There's great value, free training available for starting as an affiliate marketer. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.